Thank you very much for watching my video and for subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button in the bottom right of the video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the coolant, the engine coolant specification. Yes, the engine coolant type for your VW Tiguan. You can use this coolant for your VW Beetle, GTI, Golf, or even Touareg and Atlas. Basically, if you own an Audi and VW, they have a strict restriction in what kind of coolant that you must use for the engine. Again, this part you must listen carefully, because to use the wrong coolant, you can actually damage your engine, and it's gonna cost you a lot of repairs. So please take my advice seriously. When it comes to engine coolant, don't try to be cheap. Actually, the coolant itself is cheap. I tried to check the price on Amazon Prime. It was $26. So I went to the VW local dealer parts store. You know how much the dealer charges me? Only $26. So you might as well go to the dealer. You know, I mean, it's a lot cheaper and faster just to walk there. In fact, at the dealer, I was able to verify that I was using the right coolant for my VW Tiguan. So anyway, what kind of coolant specification and type that you need for your VW Tiguan? So you want the either G13, which is part TL VW 774J. Excuse me. Basically, for the G13, you want to use the TL VW 774J. In the manual, it says there on I have 2013 Tiguan, so basically on page 280, it talks about the coolant specification right there. If you lost your manual, basically this is what I'm gonna tell you. Then if you don't have the G13 TLVW 774J, you can use the G12 Plus, which is TLVW 774G. Yes, the 13 is J, the 12 is G. So yeah, did you get that? So yeah, G13 is this one right here. Basically, this is how it looks. It's a proof coolant. Here, you can take a screen capture. That's the part. G13. Yeah, right there. See that? So this is basically, the coolant is very poisonous. So you want to take extra precaution when you drain your own coolant. You want to make sure the used coolant is being contained. You know, put it in a container and then recycle it at the hazardous recycling place. You cannot just dump this in a sewer or anything, because it will kill your pet or little kid. You know, this is very poisonous. If you drink it, you can actually die. So this is very poisonous. Make sure when you deal with engine coolant, as you can see that? Very poisonous, danger, poison. People die drinking this, you know, accidental ingestion. So make sure you wear protection when you change the engine coolant. You don't want to have the accidental ingestion. So anyway, yeah, this is basically what it is. Always use the VW and Audi approved engine coolant. G13, which is TL VW 774J, or G12 Plus, which is TL VW 774G. So yeah, with the coolant, it doesn't matter. If you buy it online, it's $26. And if you go to the dealer, just walk in there and go to the part department, it's $26. It's the same thing. So if you just want to get it fast, get this coolant. Again, don't be cheap. Don't go to AutoZone. Don't go to AutoZone. You just go straight to the dealer or online Audi and VW store and just buy it. VW is very strict about this. This is the only thing that I'm really strict about. And with this one, you want to put a 40% coolant and pour 60% distilled water. Yes, do not use tap water. Again, do not use regular water. Okay, 40% of engine coolant and 60% distilled water. Distilled Water, that's right. If you live in warmer climate, basically 40% coolant, 60% distilled water. But if you live in a colder climate, you can go up to 60%, but you don't want to go more than 60% engine coolant, because it will reduce the effectiveness of cooling your engine. So, and then another thing that I don't want you to do, if you use the G13 coolant, never ever mix the G13 with the G12 coolant, because it's gonna create engine damage. So anyway, yeah, it's very important. Never mix the G13 and the G12 plus coolant. So if you happen to use G13 coolant, that's all. Stick with it. Don't mix it up. If you need to use coolant, go. If you don't have the G13 anymore, go to the dealer and buy a new one. Don't mix it. It will create engine damage. So yeah, again, never mix coolant. So again, what is it? It will be, if you live in a little bit warmer climate, what? 40% coolant, 60% distilled water. Again, if you are living in a little bit colder climate, that, you know, there's ice and, yeah, basically colder climate. Anyway, you can go up to 50% coolant, 50% distilled water, or up to 60, but never ever go beyond what? 60%. Again, when you go beyond 60% of coolant, it will reduce the effectiveness of the, you know, to cool the engine. So again, you don't want your engine to overheat, so it'll create engine damage. When the weather is really warm, I'm gonna teach you guys how to do the coolant drain. You know, it's really again, with coolant you have to take precaution because it's poisonous. And yeah, again, you have to wear safety goggle, wear mask if you have to. So yeah, again, you don't want accidental ingestion because it is poisonous. So anyway, love you guys. Again, what kind of coolant specification? Let's recap again. You can either use the G13, basically TL VW774, let me see, J, that's right, J. This is 77J. 774J, that's right. TL VW774J, or the G12, which is TL VW774G. So either way will work fine, but never mix G13 and G12 together. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my video and for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Again, here, you can take a screen capture before I end the video. Here we go. It's basically, if you own an Audi, this coolant actually works perfect. If you use an Audi like Q5, Q7, it doesn't matter. Even S4, A4, this coolant will work just fine. So anyway, I love you guys. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button in the bottom right of the video. And thank you very much for subscribing and for supporting this channel. Love you guys. Bye.